Hello, everyone. I've just had an interesting conversation, and I figured now is as good time as any to make a video. Uh, so, the house needs to be on this side, not the crazy side that needed the fucking SWAT team, but the other one has been empty since February, right? Hello, bossy boss. Um, and there's people over there at the moment, like a family, doing the lawns. And I had been asked by the lady around the corner with the dog, who I cannot remember who I've called, and also, well, if you've been following along for long enough, you'll know she's the one. I thought we hit it off really well, then she disappeared. Then I spent myself and got myself in this anxiety spiral for which none of it was real. Okay, so anyway, I've been at my desk since, okay, my day started, I set my alarm for 7:15 because I asked Ned, that's Randy's dad, to call me at 7:30 and wake me up. Because yesterday I think I spoke about it briefly last night, I had an appointment with the crisis lady again at university and explain what's going on, explain how the house has been sold, how I don't even know who my new landlord currently is, or what's going on, and that Ned had invited me to him and his partner's house for dinner tonight, and to introduce me to a friend that has a spare room who, if it comes down to it, I need somewhere like in between leaving here and getting my own place, I can stay at, provided we all get along, or so that's the reason for dinner tonight. Anyway, I basically said no all week, simply because of the fact that it's Saturday today. It is Saturday the 15th of October 2022 at 2:19 in the afternoon, I might add. And fuck it out. Anyway, I said no because I was focusing on, as the crisis lady said, all of the negative things, or the negative consequences of going to dinner tonight. For example, the hour drive in each direction, having to drive through the city. I've been checking the maps throughout the day, and I don't know what's going on at the moment with Melbourne traffic, but I can say it's been absolutely insane for what feels like every time I've actually driven somewhere. So let me put this down. Jesus. Hold on, guys. I've got to get my bearings around. Like, I've been... helps if you plug it in. Turn it on. Right, here we go. So, I have had so much happening that... Actually, I'm going to roll a few cigarettes while I talk to you guys, because I'm definitely going to want people to drive. And breathe, Olivia. Right, so I said no because of all of the negative consequences, such as how much pain and fatigue it adds to everything when I have to drive that far, especially up and back in a day. I knew I needed something. Can't roll cigarettes. And I know I need to not be smoking, but honestly, if it keeps my stress and overwhelm down, who cares? Is my, at the moment, point or morals or whatever the fuck it is. I just want photos and papers. Okay. I actually didn't know I needed to do all of this when I turned the camera on, so my bad. Yeah, okay, so what I was saying was I have wanted to do a proper decent catch-up video for a while now. I just never ever feel like I have time. I think I might shut the door too because I can hear the mowing and it's very loud in the background. So I'm just going to disappear for a second. Okay, Beaver, don't fret, I'm back. Anyway, so, going around the corner had wanted me to see if I could find out any information regarding the house and what's going on because her mother-in-law was looking for a place to stay. Anyway, I've been watching videos since I got up, so hold on. Here's hoping. Oh, I'm wearing my singlet, but if I like move the wrong way, you'll see my boobs. Not all of you will care, but anyway, here we go. So, oh, fuck me, my brain. I'm just so fatigued. I'm definitely going in waves of feeling really good about this exam and really like fucking freaking out. Yesterday I cried fucking because I don't even know. Just overwhelmed. Pure and utter overwhelm. But anyway, I am working my way through the videos, so I've now watched the first half, or the first 4 weeks twice. I watched the hour video for 5 yesterday. Working my way through the 6th one now, and I couldn't shake the urgency of needing to go and speak to whoever was next door. And because it looked like it was a family, like, you know, man and woman and a couple of kids, I thought maybe they're the ones that own it or are moving in or have some kind of knowledge of something and might be able to help me. So I ignored this feeling for a while until it got to the point where I was like, okay, it's obviously bigger than that. I need to go and talk to these people. Bloody happy I did too. So it turns out it is the owner and his family. And I asked him, like, and then he explained he's a developer. You know, it's been sitting empty since February. I was like, yep, I know this. I was like, and he asked me, you know, where are you? I'm like, literally, I'm right next to you. And where's my red? Oh my god, guys, everything is just so fucking all over the place. Anyway, yes, he's a developer. He bought it in February. He's had it sitting there empty since then, obviously. He explained the reasons why. So, as most of us have seen, holy fuck, filters everywhere. Anyway, as most of us will know, well, at least here in Australia, and if you're unaware, the building crisis is just insane, with building companies collapsing left, right, and centre due to the materials costs soaring. So he explained that he had planned on knocking it down and building the townhouses. And then he explained that due to what's going on with the business materials and whatnot, that it would cost 3 times what it was originally going to cost when he first purchased the property. And so he's like, it's just not feasible anymore. And I said to him, well, you know, wouldn't that mean you should rent it out? And that's what, and then he started talking, I can't remember the order, seriously guys, fucking my brain is just, anyway, I said to him, I feel like I'm stuck in limbo because I'm living in a house that also was purchased to be knocked down. I said, but then, you know, it's just continued on and on and on. explained to him how my old landlord's house had, burnt down, and then the process he'd told me and blah, blah, blah. And I said to him, look, I said, I have no idea what's going on. I said, I have lived next door since it'll literally be 5 years on the 1st of November. I said, due to the fact that it's, for rebuilding, and they'd never planned on renting it out. And I said to him, and I sort of briefly went through what happened with, my old landlord saying she'd sold it in the 60-day settlement, what that meant, then being told I wasn't being evicted, but they can't give notice, all this stuff, right? So we're having this conversation, and I said to him, currently, as it stands, I'm in limbo. I said, I don't even know who my new landlords are, let alone what they plan to do with anything. And he looks at me and he's like, so I know more about your situation than you do. And I'm like, well, if you do, I'd love to be filled in. And he was like, I said to him, so do you know the owners of, that have just purchased the house I live in? And he's like, I don't. Oh, fuck me. Even with the rolling machines, sometimes they just don't work. They don't know the owners out personally. No, he goes, but as the neighbour, he goes, they only applied for the application process or permit, whatever the hell it is, 1 month ago. I said, what do you mean a month ago? I said, the boards were all up. I said, the only reason I know any of this is even happening is because of the board that went up that started this sort of insane nightmare. And me not knowing how long I'm going to have a home for. So I was like, I'm confused because, that was obviously longer than a month ago. And he said, look, he goes, I know it's shitty. He goes, I know the fact that, legally we don't have to actually tell the tenants if applications are getting made, and so therefore give warning about the boards popping up in the front of people's yards, which, as far as I'm concerned, should be legal, because talk about heart attack fucking material. But anyway, he's like, I know for a fact that they applied for the, fuck me, I wonder, I'm just a bit like blah with everything at the moment. My brain fog is ruling me. So let me think. A month ago, the man that I just spoke to, who owns the house next door, received a letter about the application because, as the neighbour, he had a right to, I don't know, like, what is it, agree or disagree on how I don't really fully understand. All I know is he got the letter, and it was a month ago. So that's where that's at. And then he explained to me the process. He goes, so he's like, now I don't want anyone coming back to me and saying I've said all wrong information, because this is my foreword for what I'm going to say. I'm going to retell this as well as I remember, but I don't totally know which permit name goes to what. Okay? But he basically said to me, there's a bunch of permits that they need to go through. The first one takes anywhere from like 10 to 12 months, or maybe it was 8 to 10. Pretty sure it was 10 to 12. But anyway, months. And that was the first, fucking hell, come on, woman, where's my brain? That's the first application. He goes, then they need to apply for the architect something or other application, which is a month. Then they need to apply for some other application that takes however long. And the final one is the one where they apply for the actual bulldozing, right? He's like, so he goes, look, they may decide to evict you, like send you a letter of eviction or whatever it is. And even he and I agreed that'd be weird if the house was just going to sit here empty. The fact that I am a tenant who's paying money, may in fact have been like a positive when you look at it now, because it's like my neighbour, the literal owner, literally just said it is too expensive to be building. Anyway, so yeah, so he was like, look, he goes, they'll probably, once you speak to them, he's like, ask for like month by month, and if they are like sort of, and like I said to him, I'm happy to negotiate, yeah, like, I mean, $100 a week for where I live is amazing. Yes, I pay for all the maintenance, but like my rent's amazing. But if it came down to being evicted and having it sit empty, or having my rent increased a little, I say a little not because I'm selfish and stingy, but because the house is literally falling down around me. I just want to get through uni before I have to think about moving. But either way, I am feeling so much better after having this conversation. He did say, unfortunately, he was like, if I had have known, he goes, if you had approached me like a week ago or something, or, you know, when I first got it, he goes, I probably would have been able to just give it to you and have something coming in better than nothing and just privately do it. He goes, but as of a week ago, he's like, I've signed with a real estate agent. He goes, so I'm under contract for 90 days. But I said to him, look, I'm fairly certain his house will get snapped up. It's really nice. And I said, hey, if it's not in 90 days for whatever reason, come knock on my door. But I am feeling just so much better in general about, my home situation. It's definitely given me a better feeling knowing that it was only a month ago, and like, I obviously believe the man because there's no reason whatsoever for him to lie, and he was like, it was only a month ago that the application was put through. So I don't fully understand what the thing on the wall at the front was about. Andrew, if you see this, you probably know all about this. If you do, feel free to fill me in when I see you next. And remind me to give you your charger back, which I very much appreciated the length of. But yes, so I've been up since Ned called me, because I literally said to him, if you don't, it's unlikely I'll make it, simply because of the fact that I need help. This, I'm owning this shit. But I'm absolutely fucking ecstatic with my notes. Very happy about where I'm at in regards to the videos. It is definitely helping in the sense that, as we know, I've been listening to the textbook. And I've listened to the textbook. I'm on chapter 7 for the second time through. Fucking hell. But, so the crisis lady at uni was very much helpful in the sense of showing, like, helping me to see all the positive outcomes of going today. Like, for starters, how she said, filling my cup. Everyone keeps talking about, we need to have our own cup filled before we can help others. She's like, but, you might end up, making some new friends, getting a better support network. She's like, you say you don't have anyone to talk to or anywhere to go, but you're pushing people that are trying to help you away. And I was like, I had not thought of it like that at all. It's just that the overwhelm of being where I'm at with the exam, it's Saturday and the exam opens on Monday, even though I won't be sitting it until Tuesday. I don't know, what can I say? Like, exams have fucked with me my entire life. I didn't even graduate high school because of them. So in that sense, I really got to remember I'm actually kicking ass in a lot of ways, because I am on disability for a reason. I did not graduate high school. I've had such a traumatic upbringing and life that I'm all sorts of fucked in my head. And yet I will absolutely graduate with a double degree in psychology and philosophy. And I'm actually really fucking ecstatically proud of that. So I'm just going to keep doing my best, keep doing what I can. I'm going to dinner. They've said that they'll kick me out no later than 9, to make sure it's not too late. But I've also sort of given them a heads up, like if it gets to the point like where my pain levels are past it, then I'll have to crash on your couch. So I will be making sure it's, how do I say it? I will be taking stuff just in case I need to crash, just simply out of the fact of, like, I was going to go and get it like a $5 bottle of wine, right? But even now I'm just like, nah, I've got 2 of those ice cruiser things, whatever the fuck they are, Smirnoff things in my fridge. I was going to take 1. I've just thought now I may as well take 2, because 1 will probably be enough if I have to drive home, obviously. But, if my pain levels and bullshit get up there, I'm just going to ask to crash on the couch. So, yeah. But anyway, that's me for now. It is, as I've said, what are we at? 2:38. Oh, not a bad length video. Thank you all for coming along with me. I know it's been a hell of a journey since I've started uni again. For all of us, don't you worry about that. I am looking forward to doing a proper catch up once my mind feels like it's up to date with everything else. But yeah, I'm going to end this video now. Happy Saturday all, and I'm going to keep watching videos until I need to get ready to go. Talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.